Good morning, traders. It's 8:01 a.m. Chicago time on Friday. Happy Friday, May 21st, 2020. Um, this is episode number 1998. Can you double check and let me know if the sound is clear? Just to be sure. It's hard for me to tell sometimes with YouTube. Should sound okay, but want to make sure I'm not blowing out your speakers or sounding too faint. Um, Again, episode 1998. Derivatives trading is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. This morning, the market is holding steady, holding on to the gains from yesterday. The overall risk sentiment is risk on, is risk on, and the Asian markets taking cues um, from the U.S. and pushing higher. John Deere this morning raises forecast as profit more than doubles on the equipment demand. John Deere makes farm and construction equipment. 169% surge in quarterly profits, just outstanding. Lots and lots and lots of construction reflected in copper, lumber, and other commodity prices, of course. But overall, data is also showing strong Eurozone business growth and corporate results lifted European shares. The dollar was slightly lower, while gold steadied. Oil prices rose more than 1% on optimism that vaccination programs in Europe and the US would allow more people to travel and boost fuel demand. My quote board is nice and green today. Everything is up. The leader again is oil, up $1.40. Oil's trading the July contract currently, the N21 or N1 contract, up 2.16%, followed by the Euro stocks again. The Europeans taking the lead again as they did yesterday. The Russell 2000's up 0.59. The Dow is up 130. The euro is down. The dollar is slightly up 3.5 cents. So that's where we stand overall. We're seeing Bitcoin climbing still, with ETH coming off just slightly. Again, the market's still nervous about yields, inflation, and today we're looking for, I believe there were numbers at 9, weren't there? Well, we have, okay. Yeah, so we have Fed's Kaplan at 9:15. We have market releases, market PMI flash for May at 9:45, existing home sales at 10, Fed's daily at 1:30, and Fed's Kaplan at 4:55. The S&P has only traded 151,000 contracts, and the overnight inventory is 99.7% long currently. So that's what the market status and the broad index's status is. Only 21.75 points of range. The S&P volume should give you a hint that it is basically Friday. It's pretty tired. Now, I'm going to do this now, and I'm going to do this later because I want as many of you to participate as possible. I'm going to announce here the Trader Bite episode number 2000 giveaway. At the top of the chat box, you will see I posted some details on this. It is in the description of the YouTube video. Here it is in the live chat again. But EdgeClear is giving away 3 Edge Pro X subscriptions for 3 months to 3 winners in a live drawing that will be done on Tuesday at noon Eastern U.S. time. At noon Eastern U.S. time, we'll be doing a live drawing on Twitter. We'll be using Twitter broadcast for that. You can get details by going to ft71.com/TB2000, all lowercase. Again, ft71.com, lowercase TB2000 to participate. So you'll have 3 months of free use of the Edge Pro X platform worth $105 each. Uh, yeah, $105 each, and that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing with this. So that's where we. So that's where we're at. I'm going to move on to the review segment. Well, let's take a look real quick at what was expected yesterday. Yesterday, the opening was expected to be choppy. Was looking for a choppy opening, but ultimately was looking for it to push to 59. Um, and we did push to 59. In fact, we pushed to 64. We pushed even higher. Um, we pushed even higher for yesterday's high to 69 and a quarter. But we had an open drive on the open yesterday versus a choppy open, a sideways open, which was what was expected. I expected sideways open, a small pullback. Inventory was long. Uh, Inventory was long, expected a slight pullback, but what we got is this. We're going to look at this slightly differently today on a PNF chart. Let me switch it back and get some of these lines out of here just so that the chart is a little bit simpler. So I'm just waiting for it to switch. There it is. Get rid of some of these lines. You could see it immediately on the opening print. We immediately pushed higher. It was an open drive. You could see the delta was strong right away. Consolidated for a little bit here, but not much. And uh, we went ahead. I went ahead and sent a warning to Convergent Trading's members, stating that we're off shorts, longs only. This is a gap and go situation here. Our job then is just to find a long, period, with a target of what? 59. 59 up here. 59. That is the target per the trader bite, and it ended up pushing to 64.50, pulling all the way back to 43.75, and then ultimately balancing there for the rest of the session, leaving us with another P-shaped profile. These shorts are getting blown out of the water with a strong finish. Uh, with a strong finish. And so the expectation is we're likely to continue higher. Look at the delta here. Delta playing nice. Remember, as we were climbing in the last month and a half or so, the delta was constantly negative and pushing down. So here we are. The delta's playing along. This is meaningful. We're looking for a test of what? What are the key areas? 78.50. 78.50, 80, and 83. Once it gets past 83, it is very likely to push the all-time high at 42, 32.50. So that's what happened yesterday. Gap and go. We left the prior auction behind. We said, nope, we're not going down here. See you later. And we're headed in the opposite direction. This is important. This is important to note. So, carrying into today, let's get rid of this and this and this. Carrying into today, we had a small pullback on the close yesterday. We immediately push higher. We consolidate here for most of the session. The profile is completely balanced, and we're holding sideways. We managed to push yesterday's high to 73 and a quarter against 69. And we're currently trading that 69 high and holding steady there. But overall, we're really trading this high volume distribution up here and holding steady. The delta is positive, pretty decent for the overnight session. Here's the big picture. I want to get through this today very, very quickly. Here's the big picture. What we have is basically the makings of a W formation, right? a W formation. We have a low, pretty deep pullback, higher low, and we are on the attack of this pivot point. So as you can see here, the 78 quarter, the 78 quarter is in peril, and it's likely to be shoved down. And yesterday, look at the black line. Look at the black line that represents the point of control. Boom! It shifts down to 41.55. We've put the MC point of control beneath us, which is likely to cause a squeeze higher, right? And that'll show up in the order flow today. So we do have some relatively low volume, but overall, overall the market has been trading really well in terms of the buy side. So you could see here on the delta, which has been, again, as I said, pushing down as price is pushing up. The delta is kind of stabilizing in this area right here with price moving higher. So we are approximately 100 points, 110 points away from the most recent low we've put in, and it's looking pretty healthy for the buy side. So once we clear this 83 area right here, it is a downhill flow into the 42.11, and then from there 42.32 and a quarter, the all-time high seems likely. If we fail to make an all-time high and put in a lower high and get back through, I'm getting ahead of myself here, get back through the 83 to 78 area, that is going to be rough. That is likely to be rough for the longs. So it is the Friday. It is that Friday where we ask people where they're located. So there's a lot going on today, although I'm really wanting to make these Trader Bites short. Every couple of weeks, we put this on. We ask you, where are you located? Just type in your city, state, province, country. Look around, see if there's someone nearby that you can connect with. Please don't share your email addresses. You can share your Twitter. If you have a Twitter, that's great. You can put the link in, twitter.com/ whatever your username is. That's an awesome way to connect. If you have an Instagram, you can put that on. Things like that. But do not put phone numbers and emails. Don't try to connect through me, because that hasn't worked out very well so far, because it's always the other side that's not responding. So there's no one to connect with. But you can connect with each other here, or of course create a fake email or temporary email to set this up. But my goal with this is to get you connected to other traders. We are a community, we are a society, and I want you to connect with each other. Okay. Again, you can use your Twitter handle. That's a very easy and safe way to connect with other people. If you go up and down the list and see somebody in the area, just type @ and their name, and then shoot them your Twitter, and you'll be hopefully you'll be connected. The other thing I wanted to look at here is the order flow. Again, this is Edge Pro X. This is the platform we're giving away for on Tuesday for the 2000th episode. You can see the order flow not so fantastic from top to bottom. So you can see the overnight low is at 51.50. The volume on the profile is not so great, and the order flow is not so great. We have some size up at 41.76, but you can see that within that size, there's a little blip that represents a block. And there's not much here to glean in terms of what the market is doing. This is our market profile chart. This kind of helps to show how things are flowing. Look at that balance, then it breaks down, balance is shifting down, boom, balance is shifting down, boom, and then balance starts stabilizing, starts moving up. We have a very bulky day here, and we have balance right here. You see these days here with the point of control, or the peak of the histogram sitting here at 55. 55. That's why it became the MC point of control. And currently we're trading at 69 above it. We're trading right up here at 69.70. And so this is what has formed the balance down here, and we are above. So there's a fair amount. As you can see, this is the market profile version as opposed to the volume profile version. There's a fair amount of support underneath us. The volume profile version shows the same. This is calculating. So look at this. Look at this pattern. This is an all sessions profile, or all sessions chart. And you can see the W formation. This is a bullish formation with a pivot at 78, 78 and a quarter. And this is the level we want to watch closely today. Remember, the overnight high so far has been 73 and a quarter. So 78 and a quarter. And so we have this pivot point, and we are trading just underneath it. So pay attention to this area right here. I'm asking for a lot of data, so it's pulling that off of Rhythmic here. So that's the formation I was talking about. Don't pay attention to this stuff. These are the cloud levels. Those are proprietary to Convergent Trading. But man, I'm really straining this my laptop here. So let's move on real quick to what's expected for today. Again, don't forget to participate in this drawing that we're doing on Tuesday. We'll live stream it. We'll have a little prize wheel. It'll spin and it'll choose 3 random winners with 3 random backups, and we'll stream it all live, and you can participate and win by joining ft71.com/TB2000 for TraderByte number 2000. That's what we're doing on Tuesday, and you have from now until an hour before the drawing, so 11 o'clock Eastern, to submit your name and information to participate. Let's take a look at what's expected for today. Today, pretty straightforward. Inventory is very high on the long side, pretty relatively low volume. I expect it to pull back to the point of control, the overnight point of control, and I'm looking for, let's see, the overnight point of control at 63.50. Expecting it to pull back to the overnight point of control, and then I'm looking for a squeeze through. And notice the high today is last week's close at 73.50. Expecting it to squeeze through there and push the 78 and make a run for this 91. So today I'm looking for a push from the point of control minimum 63.50 to the single print right here, the single print at 91. So what do we have in the way? In the way, we have 78. I'm going to try to write this. 78, 83. Oof, it's going to be tough to write this one out. My computer is just seriously lagging. I'm going to have to set up a PC instead of a laptop here. 78, 83, this is actually a 3, and then 91. 91 becomes a key area. And then if it does not hold this 55, 55 is very important support here. A lot to lean against for the longs at 55. If it's not supported, we are likely to see this thing drop relatively quickly. The target below from the open could be as much as 41 back to 41.20, and the gap zone that we left behind yesterday. So that's the main scenario, scenario 1. Capiche? The secondary, open, test test the high 73.50, pull back to the point of control, move into 55, consolidate at 55, and then come back and stick around in the middle. It's Friday. It's nice and warm out here in Chicago, and it may end up being an exhausted day, a tired day, and and you know it doesn't go anywhere. So we're not opening in a gap. We're not opening with high volume. We have relatively low volume. We'll see which side pushes, and we'll get on that side as the market opens. Okay. Good luck today, and don't forget to register for the giveaway. It'll also be given to you on Twitter. Again, it is you can get information from the description of this YouTube video. You have the link there. You also have it in the live chat. All of that is, and then it takes you to a page that describes the rules, describes what you can and cannot do in order to participate. And it's one entry per person. You cannot improve your chances with multiple entries. Good luck.